Well, hello girls and the Frenchels, it's Donald. Welcome back to my kitchen. On today's menu, we're going to be reviewing new cards coming out tomorrow. This is the Detective Pikachu expansion, coming out with Greninja GX, Charizard GX, Mewtwo GX, as well as 18 holographic new cards. Some of them which is total trash, sorry they are, and some of them which you control with very, very well. We're gonna get to all that. So, we're gonna talk about how good they are, what they do, and how to use them to get some wins with these awesome cards. So, let's get started. By the way, it comes out tomorrow in select international markets, which means we're gonna eBay to buy some of these codes. Then US, April 5th. Oh, wait, not long. You can buy them in stores. So, we're gonna be taking this route here. Dude, come on. Greninja, I need to go play you tomorrow, man. So, let's talk about what this card does and how good is it. Let me give you a general overview. Greninja is going to be a very fast, tough 2-hit KO Pokemon. Here we go. Let's talk about the tough. That's the first thing on the top that you read. 230 HP. This is very good. This is very difficult to one-shot, especially when it's coming out in your turn 1 or 2. We are going to get to that. You can't evolve it the traditional way, but this ability allows you to play it just like a basic. Let's take a look. Once during your turn, if it's in your hand and it's the last card in your hand. How would you do that? I'll tell you in a bit. You may play it straight to your bench and draw 3 more cards to play afterwards. Oh, that's just like the house supporter. Okay, so how do I want, if I want this to work, what's the secret, Donald? Start Googling Gramble decks. Yeah, the ones that have been winning and still winning right now. So they have to get their hand to 0 every single turn. What core cards? Ultra Ball, Apricorn Maker, or let's see, oh yeah, one more Plumeria. What core cards are needed to get this condition to get 1 or 2 Greninjas out? You definitely want to be able to use that system. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be easy to pull off. We'll have to fine-tune it, but it will be very doable. So, Elusive Master, get your Greninja out, get you a big meaty Pokemon with good stats. Now, well, its attack. Let's take a look. Misslash. 130 HP, ignores weakness, which sucks. Because if you're fighting a Charizard's like, whatever. And you're not gonna 2-shot me. You are 2-shot me, you're not gonna 1-shot me. So that is actually a penalty. It ignores resistance, which is, what is this water anyway? I don't know, we just come up with the text there because just to be consistent, and it ignores any other effect on your opponent. So they got any abilities that says, I'm immune to GX Pokemon's Hoopa. That doesn't care that Hoopa's gonna die to this Greninja. It's like, Misslash, just slap that Greninja Hoopa out of there. So, energy cost is 2 energies, which is darn easy to do. But, 2 energies is 2 energies. It is cheap, you could definitely max potion it, but it can't attack right away. Can you fix that with, like, let's see, Quagsire, Hoopa, I'm sorry, not Hoopas. What's that? Naganadel, Aqua Patches, Max Potion. Because if you got a fast Pokemon that only 2-shots, you really want to think about keeping it alive. It's got nice HP, a 2-shot, it's got to stay in battle for about 2 turns to get value. You want to Max Potion this up, but you also want to be able to, still set it up. It's going to take a little bit tinkering, but I do have an idea how this is going to work. Remember, just look up the Gramble deck, and you can just sort of fit around that. Finally, it's GX attack! It sucks. Sorry, man, but if it's 1 energy, yes, you put 1 bench Pokemon, and all of it back to the hand. Then you can just set it back up. You're going to slow them down for a bit. Like, if you somehow can't Misslash your first turn, which is tough, you can burn your GX move on that. Yeah! Preferably, you want to do a different GX move, but it depends on what you can squeeze in the deck. I mean, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. We'll see. Okay, so here's my overall deal. Setting this up is gonna be a bit tricky. So what else to put with it is gonna be a little bit tricky. We're gonna have to work for this quite a bit to get a nice build. But I think it's gonna be pretty good. And we're definitely gonna have some good results with it eventually. So I'll work it out on my time, and I'll give it to you the full formula. Next up, Charizard GX. Look at this, 250 HP. Yes! I was like, yeah, man, I'm Charizard, I'm better. You're not 2-shotting this. Well, I take it back. You can't two-shot it, but one-shotting this, good luck with that there. You're gonna have a wonderful big setup. Now, let's take a look at the attacks here. It's a stage 2. You do have to set this up the normal way. Rare candy, 9 tails it up. It's gonna be the easiest deal. I shouldn't have pressed that button there. Alright, so first attack. You probably don't want to use this ever. Raging Destruction. You discard 8 cards off your deck. If any of them are fire energies, only fire energies, not double colors. You can attach it to it. You probably shouldn't push this button unless you're really stuck. This is not your way to set this up. You're gonna have to just do it normally with your trainers, with special attacks, or whatnot. Special GX attack. Yeah, so let's take a look at the attacks. That traditional Charizard's overly expensive energy cost, but very good attack. This one here has no penalties, which is unusual. There's always a penalty to using a Charizard attack. Always energy discard. This one doesn't have it. This is because, I'm a special. I'm the movie Charizard. That is a very good number for no penalties other than having that big energy cost. Give it a choice, man, and it'll blow up most GX Pokemons. And it can kill every Pokemon with its GX there. So this is just straightforward. There's nothing to talk about this other than it's expensive. How would you charge this up? But if you do charge it up, it's going to blow everything up. I'll tell you how to charge it in a bit, but let's look at his final attack. Final attack! Let me move this. I think I have to click something else. There we go. Dreadful Flames GX. Leave my mouse here. 250 damage, one-shot KO on pretty much everything with a choice, man. Yes. And you discard energy off all your opponent's Pokemon. Now, generally, it's going to kill the front Pokemon. That's going to be no energies anymore. But whatever they're charging up in the back line, that's going to hurt it. They have to now waste energy, try to put it on their front Pokemon, or it's going to kill the momentum. This is definitely a strong GX move. One, that it will give you a kill in anything. Two, and that it cuts their momentum. This is pretty strong if you know a way to get its energy cost down. How are you going to do that? If this is expanded, it's going to be very easy. You have Blacksmith. You have a, M-Board that allows you to attach unlimited energies. And in the next expansion, we're going to have new cards to set this up. So right now, Charizard Expanded will be pretty new. The easiest way to do this in Standard now is Reshiram GX. But if you use the GX attack, you can't show this off. But let's see, you can still blow everything off afterwards with the Steam Artillery. So you talk about Kiawe, it's gonna be pretty tough because this is stage 2. You also, if you want to do that turn 1 Kiawe into like a Charmander, they might Goosebump kill it, and then that's it. So that's the thing about Kiawe. It doesn't really work with these stage 2 ones. You want to do it for your, say, basic ones. But getting energies up with this, it can be challenging. Marowak, a little Marowak is also another way you can do it. That's safe, and we'll get this thing going. So that's very reliable. It will set that Charizard up if you want to be able to use the Dreadful Flames. We're going to be probably taking that route. So in the video, I can use Dreadful Flames GX because I want to do everything on this Charizard when I visit you, man. So Standard, that's the way to go for it. Expanded, we can do lots of stuff with Blacksmith and M-Board. You got the numbers. You're gonna be it's gonna be a fun time with you. All right. Why are you cheaper than Greninja? Greninja's easier to pull off or something. Come on, I like this Charizard even better. I like both of them. Anyways, we're gonna go to a Mewtwo GX now. All right. So you were the basic. All those were stage 2 numbers. Just, you know how the game works. Oh, I'm sad for you, buddy. 190 HP. One-shotable. And let me see. Let's do the attacks. Telekinesis. 2 energies, 50 damage. Barely enough to get those, well, under those 60 HP Pokemons. Can you do, some bench damage quickly through Giratina combos? Yes. And do 60, get a 1... Now, it takes 2 energies to do that, so you do need to win the coin flip going first to get that poke. Otherwise, 50, it's alright. It's alright. You might want to do it, you only can do it at the beginning of the game, and if you're stuck. Not much you can talk about there. Raining Pulse, an expensive 4 energy costs. You do only get a 2-shot KO compared to Greninja. So that energy cost is big, and they're confused. Which, if your opponent has Retreats, Acerolas, Guzma, something, they can totally ignore this effect. Mewtwo is expensive. This is a 2-shot. And, man, how are you going to do this? Well, we haven't talked about everything yet. Let's talk about GX. Psychic Nova, 180 damage. Prevent all damage done to Mewtwo. Basically, it becomes invulnerable. Yeah, it's kind of like Lunala GX's GX move, except you can do it whenever you want to. Yeah, so this is pretty good. It's like, alright, how are you going to keep your Mewtwo alive? Sending out Global GX Pokemon, one-shot it with a Choice Band. You're going to give it a Choice Band so it does that. And then do Raining Pulse afterwards, because it's going to live. Now, with the Choice Band, that does 150. And if you use Parasect, you can bring those GXs down with one shot with this. The baseline damage is going to be a little bit low, so you're only taking a look at other basic GX Pokemons. But you still have to deal with this big energy cost. If you invest in Parasect, you're not going to have enough bench space for, like, Malamar, which is probably one of the best ways to get up. So, first of all, let's figure about the energy cost. I would use Malamar in my deck. I would use Shining Mew from Shining Legends to get this up here. Yes, as part of the damage, you know, possibly Parasect. Possibly we might use some Wish Batons to keep some of these energies, or, you know, XP shares, Malamars. Either way, you're gonna be challenging. The only thing is, if you had more HP, you'd be easier too. So we can go and expand and give it a Fighting Fury belt. This will be much easier and to pull off. Of course, that's how it is expanded. So, all right, Mewtwo, we can make you work, but it's gonna be a little bit harder than the other two, because they got just nice stats to go and do stuff to heal with their combos, to one-shot, and your energy cost is bringing you down. And also, you're lower than average stats. It's not lower than average. It's compared to the other guys. It needs to be 1 energy cheaper, man. Okay, then you would still be an okay card, but this is 1 energy too expensive. Moving on, Mewtwo. I'm sorry, man. You got your, you got a little bit undershort on this side, so we're gonna move off from here. All right, so in the booster packs, you're gonna have 4 of these things. They're all gonna be holographic. Some of them are gonna be pretty fun to do. Some of them, they're just total trash. And you see, like, Charmander. This is a typical expansion. Where's Charmeleon? Or Bulbasaur, where's Venusaur, and everything that? No, this is just a promo for the movie, so that's gonna be it. Alright, so let's get through it. Bulbasaur, this thing is just a thing. You can stick it in your deck because it's a 60 HP Pokemon, it'll work, but there's nothing competitive about this. No special ability to quickly evolve, no nothing. It is just a promo movie card. Alright, moving on, Ludicolo. This is gonna be one of the more fun ones. Let's take a look. We don't care about its HP, although if they tried to bench type it with a Goosebump, that healthy HP does help it keep alive. Table Service. Once during your turn, you can heal 30 damage off any Pokemon anywhere. This helps out any sort of big, tough GX Pokemons. The thing is, this is a stage 2, so you don't want to invest it to like a GX deck, and stage 2 costs a lot of bench space. That's not going to be a problem. Let's move on and I'll tell you more about that. Punch and Run. 70 damage. You get to switch your Pokemon. You're not going to be attacking with your Ludicolo. Don't worry about it. I mean, if you stuck it with your Venusaur, which doesn't need this, it's got Shaman, then you may think like, okay, I can do it, but you will not be attacking with your Ludicolo. You only want it for its table service. And you want to stack this on your Tag Team GX Pokemons or Leafeon GX. See where I'm going with this? Leafeon GX can and will get 3 to 4 Ludicolos up on its second turn. That's right, I said second turn. That is because of its GX attack allows you to evolve them all quickly. Assuming nothing's priced up, you can just get 120 HP of healing reliably. Only with that Leafeon GX deck. Leafeon in GX also heals itself 50 damage per turn. So you will heal up 170 HP, which is pretty much all this card's life. And that Leafeon does have 200 HP, which you can make it even tougher with the bodybuilding dumbbell. So when you have 150 HP of healing, your opponent better have a one-shot on you, or be hunting the bench for like Ludicolos. So can you troll with this? Yes, this is gonna be a great fun deck to do, and that deck build is simple. Simple pull off. Get your Leafeons ready for Ludicolo. Okay, I'm already... It's gonna be a fun day. Alright, excuse me, let's go ahead and move on. Charizard, 180 HP. Okay, that's very good. That is a GX level, even better than certain GX cards. Pretty much next to a Mewtwo. And let me see, you are stage 2, you're expensive, you're slash, no penalties, 70. Okay, I'm low on energies, I'm gonna do this. Wild Tackle. One shot's a GX. Give it a choice ban, or just, give it a choice ban. Mewtwo's and a lot of stage 1s will go down to this one shot. And it hurts itself 50. Well, you're like, oh, that sucks, but here's the thing. It doesn't matter as long as Charizard is still alive on the field. You killed the GX Pokemon, you took 2 prize cards, there's a body on the field that's absorbing and, protecting your side. Yeah, so that is still good. We play with Mamoswine, we play with cards like this. If you just kill the GX Pokemon, it will still work, and you can still make this work. However, it's a stage 2, it's an expensive energy cost stage 2, but you still can make it work, and you would perform pretty well against a GX deck. Against a non-GX deck, you would have a bit more trouble, because keeping this thing rolling against non-GXs or lots of prize cards is going to be tough. So how do you get this up? The easiest way is to use a Alola Marowak to do this. You're not going to want to KO all the way because it's a stage 2. You don't want to put it on a Charmander, 4 energy excited Charmander, let it get killed next turn. Yeah, going to expand it much easier. Blacksmith, you have an item. I forgot what the name was, I'm sorry. It's some kind of protection cube. There we go. And you can remove this penalty if you want to. But then you would lose a 2-shot because it needs a choice ban. So, yeah. So basically with Charizard, as long as you can figure a way to fix his energy costs, which will be so much easier next expansion, then you can just get this going. Alright, Charizard! I mean, you're not as good as your GX one, but we can still pull you off. We can absolutely pull you off. We just need some GX opponents. Moving on, Arcanine, Security Guard. Alright, I'm sorry, we're jumping too fast. HP 120, Security Guard. As long as it's up front, it blocks all damage, including bench damage. So sorry, Tapu Koko, you will lose against this deck. And you're kind of still out there. All damage of your is blocked by 30. Everything, as long as it's up front. Great! So you don't have to worry about bench damage during your turn. Okay! And it says only 1 attack, 1 double colors, 1 in fire energy. Easy to do. Easy to use Magearna to keep this thing going. And 90 damage. So when I see that 90, I know it needs about 40 more damage. It needs 20 more to 2-shot GX Pokemons. It needs 40 more damage to 1-shot other Pokemons with similar HP. So you will need Lurantis when you're playing this deck. You may want Magearna as well, because you can just, when it dies, you just pass this energy back, play DCE. And the item you would use for this, or Poketool, is the Bodybuilding Dumbbell. That boosts its HP to 160, this is to 190, so it is going to be extremely tough, 1 prize card compared to Mewtwo, doing a 2-shot for cheaper. Yeah, that's just the way to do it. It's gonna work, it's gonna be easy to do, it's just a 2-shot deck, but having a tanky Arcanine on yours, pulling that off, oh yeah, all stage 1s, easy to do, it is gonna be workable. So, it's just good stat value, and when we play with those decks, we usually get pretty good results. Next up, Greninja Evasion Jutsu. Oh man, I'm sorry, I skipped these two because they're trash. Evasion Jutsu. If any damage is done, flip a coin, it's gonna be 0. 1,000 damage, 200 damage. Man, even people are like, should I bust my GX to do this? I hate abilities like this because they are good. RNG, I mean, you might get screwed over, but there are days where it just is completely BS. It's got a lot of HP right back in it this time, and man, this is pushing you above 6 prize cards. That's why I'm like, man, this is gonna be an easy day for this guy. Now let's see, Furious Shurikens to 40 damage to 2 opponents' Pokemon. That's 100 damage per turn. If they're using GXs, we could easily use the Stave to boost it up. I mean, this will just work by itself, because you don't have to worry about energy costs with this. I mean, if it's living a couple turns, I mean, you can use XP shares, Magearnas, just fight with your Greninjas naturally. In Standard, there's nothing to shut this down easily. Easily, that is. In Expanded, it's probably not that great. because you can't shut that off easily with other stuff. Not really. Not really. Either way, this ability is BS, and the damage it's outputting is also BS too. Oh yeah, Greninja, you are gonna be easy troll day. Alright, we got a few more cards. Let's see. Pikachu, Detective Pikachu. I guess it must be a comedy relief. I mean, he's the main character, but they didn't want to make him overpowered. Or give him anything special. He does have 80 damage for way much more than Zapdos does for much more complex combo. I mean, if there was an achievement, win with Detective Pikachu, it'd be great. But this is how it is. We're gonna do it for the just for fun. But nah. The damage is workable. You can use Victini to try to fix this, but it's just not worth playing over a Zapdos. Or for fun, because it is a title character, we're gonna try to pull it off. Mr. Mime! Pantomime! The only and absolutely only reason you want to play this is with the new Prism Star Jirachi. It is worth it. You're gonna need a Mallow support, that's gonna be the easiest way to do it, or Macargo. One of those things will allow you to instantly get 1 free prize card during your match. I mean, taking 6 prize cards to win, making it to 5, that is a game winner. That is definitely a game winner, and there is a definite deck that this should go for. Zoroark, anything that has any replacement draws, good draws in the system, can definitely use the Mr. Mime, assuming you have the bench space. One bench space. Zoroark's like, hey, Mr. Mime, you're pretty damaged to me. We're gonna do with our Charizard GX first. That's gonna be the easiest way for you to pull it off, but there will be other ways and other cheesy shenanigans. We're gonna pull this here off, Just wait for I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on this one. I just rather show you that when it comes. Mewtwo, 130 damage. Break Burn, 130 damage too. I mean, sorry, HP and 130 damage, but you discard 2 energies. Something like this kind of exists already. But you are a tough, basic Pokemon. This is a good amount of HP. This is like Buzzwole HP, and you two-shot everything as well. You can make this card work. It is, just use it with Malamar. There's lots of deck thinners. Overall, very simple, but this is just an easy card to pull off here with Malamar here. Alright, Sidejack. I mean, yeah, you got nothing else. 30 damage. You block one of your opponent's attack. These sort of things are usually pretty good if your opponents have bad retreat. But it does force them to retreat. If they don't got any retreat, this can screw them over. Things like Zapdos are like, whatever, here. But Break Burn, easy day. Alright, we got 2 cards we need to go over real quickly. Machamp, 160 HP. Excellent, stage 2, and only 2 energy costs for your last attack. The first one you shouldn't do when you, unless, whatever, you've got nothing else. But a 140 damage attack. You will use Victini to make this 140 most of the time, and it is fighting. Meaning DNC boosts its damage, Choice Band. There are ways to load this up into a one-shot KO. But it's a straight 2-shot otherwise. Yeah. Now the easiest way to compete pull this off is with Meganium. Energy cost, don't worry about it. Magearna, XP share. With that, easy Machamp deal. Yeah, so we're gonna have no problems getting this up. This stats, the HP is excellent, the damage excellent, the energy cost. Machamp, you are gonna be my man for a day, man. It's a pretty good deck to pull off. Finally, Slacking. Oh man, you look good. I'm gonna say nothing there. I'm gonna move on. Slacking, 180 HP, fantastic. 4 energy cost, but let me see. Woo, 150 damage. Oh man, give it a Choice Band, give it a Shrine, you're dead. And the only thing is, your opponent always must switch their bench Pokemon. Which, I don't know, maybe, they'll help their Pokemon escape. We'll see, but this 4 energies from 150 is okay. At least there's no penalty this time, like with other Slackings. You're doable, because I can put you in whatever deck I want, you're colorless, you got good damage, oh yeah. I mean, you're not Machamp, because you're much more expensive to pull off, but we can do it. We can absolutely pull this off, because it just has nice numbers on it. Alright, that's gonna be an okay one. Alright, that is all the cards in the expansion. There are some very fun ones to pull here. Most of GX are good. Mewtwo I don't like, obviously, but the other 2 are very workable, gonna be very fun to do. So that is it. This is the end of the expansion. Definitely, if we can get the cards tomorrow, we're gonna be playing these and make this to work. The only thing I'm gonna have to fine tune a little bit more is this Greninja guy right here. The other guys, I think I have the build down for those. That is it. Thank you to the girls and the friends. Take it easy, stay safe. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.